are you doing today? This is Nate.
And this is Michael.
And we have a brand new segment of M&N Sports. Today we'll be talking about our top 5 NBA MVP prospects in the week of December 15th. MG, how about you start it off for us?
Yep, going 5-1, we're going to start out with Chris Paul. A guy we both agree on is one of the best players in the NBA. He's really this season cemented his spot as the best point guard in the league. Now the last five or so years, there's always been a little bit of a debate. He's always been given an edge, but with Steve Nash and some of these young point guards coming up. But this year, he's put all that to rest. Tremendous stats. He's led the Clippers to a solid record at 16-9, and just another efficient season for Chris Paul.
Yeah, he's the most efficient player in the NBA behind LeBron James for his height. He's shooting 47%. That's so rare for a guy who's 6 feet tall. He averages 20 points, 12 assists, 5 rebounds. 5 rebounds I find his most ridiculous stat because he's so short. It's incredible the way he's playing. I have him at number 5 also on my countdown. How about you move to number 4?
Yep, number 4 is LaMarcus Aldridge. Now the Blazers are the hottest team, and LaMarcus Aldridge has a case for being the hottest player in the last 10 games. Tremendous stats. He's put the team on his back, and the Blazers are good again. It's good to see because Portland's been rocked by injuries, but LaMarcus has always been that rock that's kept them together.
Yep, and in my number 4 spot, I have LaMarcus Aldridge too. He's one of my favorite NBA players ever. He's so fun to watch. He's such a smooth player. He's averaging 23 and 11 this year. His team's definitely come together, which is awesome to see. Lately, his rebounding stats have been outstanding. He's gotten 16 rebounds, 25. Then he moved down to 6, but then he got 13 and 15. Hottest team in the league, hottest player in the league, arguably. Great stats by him overall this year. MG, how about you move to number 3?
Yep, number 3 is where we start to disagree. I've got Paul George at number 3. I think he's the best two-way player in the league. He's a tremendous defensive player and a great offensive player. It's hard to argue with the team. Their record is 20-3, best in the league, and he's really emerged into a superstar this season, really putting a strong argument for the MVP spot.
Now, at my number 3, I have LeBron James. Now, without question, I find him the most efficient player in the league, and he might be having one of the best seasons ever. He's shooting 60%, 25 points a game, 6.5 assists, 7 rebounds. Ridiculous numbers for how much he doesn't really shoot. He doesn't shoot the ball that much, but he gets 25 points. He's shooting 60%, like I said. So efficient. The only reason why I'm kind of holding him back is because Miami might not have the best record in the league, and usually the MVP will have the best team in the league. And also, I think they're just going to get bored of voting on LeBron James, to be completely honest. So, yeah, I can't put LeBron at number 1. You move on to number 2.
Yeah, I completely agree with LeBron that people really do get tired of voting him for him. It's a little boring to watch his greatness. Number 2, I've got Kevin Durant. He's tremendous stats, 29 points, 5 assists, 8 rebounds, and 2 steals on almost 50% shooting. And when you're Kevin Durant and you're asked to shoot 20 times a game or so, shooting 50% from the field is unbelievable. And the Thunder are having another great season. It's good to see Russell Westbrook is back, Serge Ibaka is playing well, and the Thunder are in the race for another championship.
Yep, and my number 2 spot is Paul George. He is the best team in the NBA, arguably, right now. They're at a 20-3 record. He's the best young player in the NBA. He averages 24 a game, 4 assists, 6 rebounds. Really efficient. He's not up there with like LeBron efficiency or Durant efficiency, CP3. But I think the NBA really likes sort of the new and upcoming. They're going to try to put him up there as the new face of the franchise or of the league. So that's why I love Paul George and his chances this year. If he's got the best team in the league, he's got a really good chance of winning it.
Yep, and down to number 1, you have him at number 3, I put him at number 1 as LeBron James. I think the MVP list the last 6 years should always start and end with LeBron James. Now, he is 60% from the field. We touched on it, 25 points. He has just gone out. It's a different mindset this year. Pretty much his whole career, he's always been working so hard to be the man and to just do everything. And this year, he's just gone out and done whatever he wanted. He can pick you apart with his passing. He rebounds the ball as well as anyone, and he's a tremendous scorer. He's shooting 60% from the field, the most efficient player in the league, and I believe the most valuable player in the league.
My most valuable player in the league is Kevin Durant. Because if you think about it, if you take away Kevin Durant from this team, they have nothing. They lose James Harden last year. They have a somewhat down year. They don't play that well in the playoffs. Of course, they lose Russell Westbrook. But he comes out this year and just plays ridiculous. They're 18-4, which is a complete surprise to me. I thought they'd have a down year. He leads the league in scoring and has just completely carried the team on his back. A wonderful year for Kevin Durant. I have to give so much props to him. I'm so proud of this guy because I did not expect this at the beginning of the year. But great job. I love Kevin Durant. LeBron James obviously has had a great year. And that's going to finish out our top 5. And to round up our top 5 again, I had Chris Paul, LaMarcus Aldridge, LeBron James, Paul George, and then number 1, Kevin Durant. Michael, you finish up the show and say your top 5.
Yep, just to recap, on number 5 and 4, I completely agree with Nathan with Chris Paul and LaMarcus Aldridge. We had the same top 3 in Paul George, Kevin Durant, and LeBron, but mine was a bit different order. I had LeBron first, then Durant, then George at number 3. But I think we can both agree this is going to be a tremendous season. There's so many talented players. The league is really moving in a great direction, and the MVP race all year long is going to be fun to watch.
Yep. And for this show of our top 5 ranking of MVPs, this is Nate.
And this is Michael.
And this is M&N Sports. Thank you for watching.